Here we go, chat. Let's start it up. Scrub killer kickoff. If you guys don't know it, just dodge forward, and then when you get to the challenge, turn right, jump into it. You'll pretty much win or go neutral in every single one. Rotates back because he's last. It's good. Rotates around with it. Keeps his momentum. Stays on the path and rotates away from his team. It's good. Goes behind. That should be a goal. Almost. Just getting bullied right now. So rotating to the player is a little risky. So based upon positioning, right? He's got a teammate who's actually going this way, which is kind of weird. And he's got a teammate who's coming in. So this player's going to come and take a shot. This player's rotating this way. So he either needs to go and take this path. The difficulty is he doesn't want to cut off this player, but because this guy is actually taking a shot, he should be able to rotate out this way. Going across does bring distraction in front of the traffic of where the ball's going to go, which is also okay. So either decision is actually fine. Him getting bumped, though, makes this kind of difficult. And because it gets difficult, he ends up going backwards and then tries to half flip out. At this point, I'd probably rotate and just get out of there as quickly as possible. But by jumping in towards this guy, it does apply pressure and forces him to make a decision, even with the other guy challenging. Ends up getting past him. We'll see what happens. Pinch behind. Goes further back into the net. Benefit of going into the net further is it gives you more time to make a decision. No boost. He ends up making a challenge out. Probably don't agree with that. I'd probably wait for the shot if you have no boost. Although the height is good. Pre-jumps that. Goes and denies the other boost. Rotates wide. So it's something that a lot of people don't do in lower ranks. So you see where he lands. As he lands like that, he's looking to get for a bump or a demo. He can't. Immediately goes to deny the boost. But now that he has full boost, he's trying to close the gap between him and the ball as much as possible. So instead of going wide down the line and just continuing to go this way, he starts to slowly cut in because it's going to close the gap between here and where the ball is. He's trying to cover this distance as quickly as possible. So by moving in just ever so slightly makes a big difference. Other player's closer to the ball, so he doesn't want to commit, so he doesn't get beat. Ends up winning it because of it, which is good. Denies the boost, stays up for a play, and actually gets it. What a great touch. Can't go for this unless you trust your teammates. The risky thing of this is there is no one back. Normally, I don't recommend this because you've got one player here who can go.
Shut up.
Guy who can make a save, another guy who can make a save. You've got two guys trying to make a save attempt. You got this guy who's covering low and this guy who's covering high, right? So for him to come across for this is super risky. He is putting all of his faith in the guy that's over here off camera to rotate and cover it. Super risky. So be careful with that, but I understand the intention. He comes across, touches it, settles it. This guy's able to follow up and get a goal. He's probably feeling pretty good now. Again, knows it's not his ball. If he can't win the boost here, so based upon his recovery, this guy is already on the ground, so he's going to rotate and get the boost. He is just staying close so this guy doesn't have free choosing to go and make things happen, right? So he stays close. Honestly, he could have probably turned off sooner. The difficulty is this boost is now gone, so he's got to take the small pennies and go back net. He's hoping, I think, so with him being here, he's got a teammate probably in his back right corner, and then he had this guy who is in this corner who just took this boost. So essentially what he wants to do is he wants to remove himself from the play altogether and allow the guy who has full boost to rotate in behind this guy and support him. So now becomes run in rotation. Guy in the back corner now becomes 2 in rotation. You become 3. So you rotate out wide, let this guy swoop in, let this guy go for the challenge. And then based upon that decision is what he needs to make a decision. As this play develops, so he's getting the pennies. I don't know where his teammate is at all. The guy behind him, I don't know why that other guy's way in the middle of nowhere. Luckily, they make a save. He backs off. Don't force it. Good. Hold on to it. One guy challenges. He flicks it. The second guy, the Lowlies guy, is probably going to go for an aerial here. The only thing you can do if he recovers in time is try to go for a bump on him. which he does. MasterE is definitely GC, and you can tell. Decision making is pretty good. Go for the demo on the most threatening player. Yeah. MasterE's making a lot of really good decisions. So, again, out of the play, you've got one guy versus 2. This guy's going to make a shot. It is this guy's job to cancel this out. Therefore, this guy has a free play. So immediately MasterE sees that most threatening target, get rid of him. Takes out the biggest threat. They're fine. No issues. You've got a man still downfield. Counterattack. That should have been a goal. Doesn't go for the aerial. Probably can't get a touch on it anyway. Good faith on the last teammate. Shouldn't commit to that. Positioning on that's a little awkward. He wanted to go up for an aerial but didn't, so he's kind of in this weird in between. Just recognizing what you can see from the other players first. Careful on this touch too. Take a self pass here. This player's committed on trying to get a recovery on the wall, so if he comes across this and doesn't jump into it, if he just approaches this, lets this ball hit the ground, and then he pops it, he can self pass it to himself and go downfield for an aerial. And probably have a shot with blue. But instead he throws possession. It's probably like the one big mistake he's made. Hustle back to far post. Good. Let your teammate pre-jump it. He's already up. Yep. Someone on the other team should have demoed him while he was sitting there. You were sitting a little bit too still here. As he approaches this, watch how like he stopped. He's completely not moving. He's in a really rough spot, right? He's still keeping acceleration without using any boost. He's just kind of rotating with the play, but he's not committing to anything because he needs this play to continue to develop. If he approaches it a little bit slower, he might be a little bit better off just on angle. But if you're a little bit further back and you're more facing here, you can still cover this side and this side. But by being in the middle, like he's facing and committed to this way. It's a very nitpicky thing, but other than that, pretty good. Goes for the aerial, doesn't get it. That should be a goal for the other team. They mess it up. You're never going to get to that in time. Just cover the play. That ball is being pushed away from you, and he's already there. So that ball is pushing away from you. This guy's already going to get the boost and get with it. Just cover his angle. You can't catch up to that. Ball moves faster than you ever will, so just go to the backboard and then just cover this area. Trying to make that challenge doesn't help. It does apply a little bit of pressure, but it's basically just throwing away your opportunity. You want to force them to work. Pinch, misses. Go to the wall, cut off his angle again. Good. Jump there was just sloppy, but not a big deal. Go on the backboard. On this one, go on the backboard. You're already at the backboard when this play's developing. Like, he's passing it over. This guy's going for an arrow, so he's going to come up and probably hit it. If you go to the backboard, you're going to be able to contest that and go off the wall and try to challenge in the midair. And you're going to conserve a lot more boost because you're starting already at a height up here rather than having to use boost to get up here and then go. Like, you're already on the backboard. Just turn into it and then go. Just kind of hovering down. Not a lot you can do. Wave dash off the wall. Yeah. So, with his positioning here, his teammate blue is already moving downfield. So this guy's going to come around like this. He's in a better position anyway. Like, his touch here is just delaying the amount of opportunity that blue has to go downfield. So all he should do is just try to recover and get to defense as fast as possible and try to pick up boost. So if he jumps off the wall here, wave dashes and goes and just rotates out, it tells blue, hey, I'm not involved in the play. Go take it, do your thing. But blue has to hesitate here because there's a guy on the wall. As soon as you jump off, it makes it super awkward for blue. And now his touch goes to the middle. And you get demoed for it. Benefit of him getting demoed is actually he gets 33 boost now, so it could be worse. It actually worked out. The blue take. Blue backed off, so you now go. Good. It's my boost. This is going backward. Man. A lot of shot opportunities for blue. They just missed the net. It's kind of weird. So this should have been a goal for the blue team. He misses out. You rotate back in. You take boost pads on the way, which is good. This should have been a goal. He misses. The guy in net was trying to go for a bump. He misses. You cutting in like that, I don't know if that's what's causing Iman to not go for it, but it creates this confusion. Try to remove yourself from the play as much as possible so the intentions of what you're trying to do are as clear as possible to your teammates, especially if you don't have comms. So by cutting in like that, like I understand you're trying to shadow it, and I normally love this. By staying close, it makes it more difficult for these guys to make a decision. But these guys are trying to come out and clear the ball. Yo, sounds good, Lulu. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Lawler, shut up.
Hopefully we see you tomorrow. But yeah, try to make the intentions clear so this guy knows to come out. He looks just like he's too slow to it, which is a problem. He needs to read that faster. So the play develops. You rotate away. This man's hustling as much as possible. You should recognize that. He's a little bit more in front of you, even though you have the better angle. It is bouncing across, so if he wants to come in and take a shot, that's fine. One of you should be calling I got it if you are not in comms. If you are in comms, call it because you have the better angle. This is a free goal. There's nobody back. There's no one even remotely close. This is a free shot. If he just lets this take it, you put a shot on target. It's a goal. This should be a goal. You let him take it, and your other teammate also takes it, so you decide to go for a demo. You want this guy, but your trajectory is all wrong. You're going to have to go this path, not this way, if you want to catch him. Take out this guy. Just cut and demo him. He's your easiest. Take out any threat you can. You try to go for that guy. He ends up demoing you instead. What's up, Easy? How you doing, man? But another missed goal opportunity. Definitely should have been a goal. Something to know as well, intentional or not, most people set up when the play is being developed. So the ball is coming down from this corner and going around this way, right? So considering it's going counterclockwise right now, based upon like where you're placed. If you're on an orange team, this is going counterclockwise towards your net. And a lot of people, because the way the ball is going, will try to continue to keep it on that path. The difficulty is if all the traffic is coming from this side, that means their back people are going to be on this side if they are spaced correctly. It is sometimes very beneficial to, if you are the defender coming in, to play it back to where it came from, because all the players over here will have to transition back to the other side. So plays coming from this direction,
Lawler,
which means that their remaining players are usually on this side looking this way for passes, etc. So if you're a defender coming in to make a save, don't try to keep it going with the motion of which it's going. Try to play it back to where it came from because it forces the one guy who had the ball to no longer be there. This is very situational because there may be a chance that the first guy going in
Lawler, shut up.
has backup. Things to keep in mind. Hey, Jim. In the middle of the podcast. Nice, man. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Good. Gets in front of it. Could have hit it a little bit better. Could have been another goal. And blue is really shooting themselves in the foot. Careful with how hard you pressure on that. I'm looking at this positioning. He loses possession of the ball here. This guy's already there. He's closer to the ball and where it's going. That could be a punish really quickly. So be careful on how much you cheat up to this. I would probably stay back a little bit further and let this develop. Especially here. The guy in the Fennec, though, is facing the opposite direction, so you should be all right. I'm doing all right, Sash. How you doing, man? Good save. I don't know where that guy's going or trying to go. This is yours. You're not going to get to it. Recognize you have 0 boost here. No boost going after this. This guy's already in a position to go take it. Take corner boost. Go here. Cut off this at least. Force him to go back inside towards traffic.
Lawler, shut up.
But yeah, you should have went for that corner boost first. Because now you're just doing the same thing and now you're back a couple seconds.
Lawler, shut up.
Dangerous. Get up for that. Nope. So now you've taken both corner boosts. Hopefully you guys get it clear. Because if you guys don't get it clear, you guys are here in big trouble.
Lawler, shut up.
Gets it out. Good. Goes for the demo. Goal. No, good save. Go for the goalie. Love that. The demo was really, or that bump was really good.
Shut up.
Go backboard to support. No. So 2 ways you can play this as well. A lot of pros will do this. If you have both players rotating back corners, when I say that this corner boost is gone and this corner boost is gone, you need a clear. Clears are really important here. All their team is trying to crash downfield at the same time. So if you can do a quick clear, you're in a really good position. So what you can do and what a lot of players will do is they'll take the guy with the ball, he'll play it up against wall, and you'll go to the backboard and meet him, and then you'll try to pinch it, and that thing will go flying out. Catches a lot of people off guard. If you don't have faith in your teammates doing this, I only recommend doing this if you're in comms with the other team or with your teammates. Let him go backboard or do whatever he wants to do. You cover low. He covers high. Hopefully he gets a clear. So you're basically covering the one spot he's not. Doesn't cheat in too far. Doesn't want to get too close. Still wants to give himself as much space from here to here to cover this whole area of the net. Right? If he goes too much further, then he's got all this place behind him that he's got to be careful of. So don't cheat up too hard. You can see a little bit of the passiveness, and I'm okay with that. 2 teammates the same spot. 2 teammates same spot. It's you versus the other guy, wherever he may be. That ball is bouncing off and coming out. If you're confident in your abilities, you should be able to read this and put this away. But 30 seconds left, only up by 1. Do you take the safe play or do you take the goal? What do you do? No right or wrong answer. That's just going to be based on your level of confidence. If you don't feel comfortable going for it as the third man with the risk, don't do it. But this should be a goal. There's no one challenging you on this. You should be up for this, blasting that thing in the corner. And your teammate rotated back really far, so you're fine. You should have went up for that earlier and smacked it away. Double commit. So dangerous. No boost, you back out. That boost was just taken by your teammate. This is very dangerous. You're going for boost here. Again, not an idea. 2 guys here. One who can easily get this boost before you. Another guy who's playing this across your body to the other side of the net. And your decision, rather than covering back post, is to go and get the boost that's already going to be beaten to, rather than covering this area or going up backboard and trying to help. You're removing yourself completely from the play and hoping your 2 teammates can fend for it. With 12 seconds left, 10 seconds left, and the ball is like right in front of your net. So that ball goes across your net. You remove yourself from the play and hope that your teammates can make this save. Luckily, that Fennec wasn't there. You pick up some boost and you guys get the clear, and I think you guys win this. Yeah. Really close, man. So, overall, MasterE, pretty good decisions. Makes the right plays on a majority of the plays, but there is always, like I say, even if you're Grand Champ, high level, low level, there's always something you can do